What's going on, Flounders of YouTube? It's your boy Rydo, and we back again with another video. And we got another story for y'all, so strap in. Let's get ready. Let's get it. So, on this one, we're going to be talking about my John Boat build, my project that I've had since 2017. 2017 or 2018, one of the two, something like that. So, on this one, this goes back, I don't even know how old I was. I wasn't able to drink yet. I'll say that much. Um, yeah, I would say I think 18. I think I was 18, 19. So, I think 18 really. So, me and my buddy I worked with, we were looking around for John boats because we were just thinking, hey, let's just go halves on one. We enjoy it together. I didn't have something to pull it with, so I mean, that was perfect for me. So, we're scrolling around on Facebook Marketplace. We end up finding some things, and then we end up finding this one John boat. It's got a nice little gator design, little sawgrass design with a gator on it. It's real nice, good paint job. Everything's nice on it. It has a title, has a trailer. $300. $300 for a boat, trailer, title. Hey, 150 each? That sounded like a deal to me. My homeboy, we looked at each other. We said, "Yeah, we're going." It was a few hours. Actually, I think it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. So it was a ride. It was a trip, but either way, it was worth it. We thought for that price, which it was. It was. It was a fine boat, pretty much until we got it. So what happened was is we brought it back to my buddy's house. I wasn't able to keep it at my house, at my mom's house at the time. So we ended up keeping it at my buddy's house, and we said, all right, we're just gonna paint it, we're gonna make it ours. Cool, right? So we ended up spray painting the outside black, just a straight up black, and then on the inside it was a tan. It was like a light, very light tan, and we didn't do it right. I don't know if he put any other coats. I know I was there for the first coat on the outside, and that's it. After that, he went and did it himself. So, needless to say, the paint didn't last long. It wasn't done the best, and it didn't look pretty anymore at all. So, after that, I had gotten a new job, and I really hadn't talking or spoken to that person in a while. So it had been maybe a year and a half, and I'm sitting there thinking about it. I was like, man, I should just message him, see if he'll let me just snag it off him. If not, I'll give him the 150 he paid. If that's what he wants, that's cool. So I ended up messaging him, and he was like, yeah, no, it's fine. Just come pick it up. It's yours. I don't mind. That's cool. He ended up giving me the title and everything, of course, and got it in my name. So everything was cool to go. It was mine now. So at this point, I still really I used it a few times when I got it back, but after that I still took a break because at that point I was having my children. So, well, my wife was having our children, I should say, but we were expecting our children. Let's say we were expecting our children, so at that time I didn't really get to go out, of course, as you can expect. So after a little bit, after my first son is born, when she's pregnant with the second son, where I'm starting to get back on the boat. I'm starting to get back on it. And at this point now I kind of want to get rid of everything that my buddy did when we first picked it up, as in the paint job. And he ended up cutting out the seats. If you know, John Boat has got the two bench seats. He ended up cutting the top platform of the seats. And it was a hack job, kind of. So it was a little sharp. So we needed to do something to cover that because they weren't covered at all. So I ended up talking to my cousin, and we ended up making a deck on the front to pretty much make it to a bass boat, pretty much just to have a front deck on the front that you could stand up there and cast off of and have a good time. So that was nice. That was nice. We made two seats out of wood. Everything was out of wood, carpeted. Everything was cool. For a little bit, it was nice. And then my second son was born. So, as you could expect, I didn't go on the boat again. It kind of sat around for a little bit, and it stayed at my cousin's house. And unfortunately, we used to just flip the boat so it wouldn't get filled with water and nothing would go in it. But the last time we brought it in, I don't know, we must have had a good time and we forgot to do that. So I hadn't talked to him in about a year, a little bit over that. So we started talking again, and I started asking him about the boat. I was like, hey, you know what? You mind if I come pick that up? Because I'm good to go out again now. I'm good to go. So he's like, yeah, that's fine. Come over. So we hadn't seen this thing. It was in his backyard under some trees for, like I said, a year, maybe a year and a half. When we get there, that thing is sitting on the trailer and it's just bowed in the front. It's filled with water and bowed and crooked like crazy. It looked like the whole thing was just bent. So we ended up, as we're trying to get the trailer onto the ball for the trailer hitch, the jack wheel on the trailer ends up snapping from the weld, and that could have taken off someone's foot. Luckily, no one's feet was under it, and we were able to get away from it quick enough. But that one would have done some damage, and for sure, it would have ruined the whole time. Absolutely. And really, after it fell into the ground, we couldn't even lift it up. We couldn't lift it up at all. It was me, my cousin, his son, and we couldn't pick it up at all. We ended up having to get some buckets and just scoop out the water and just keep going and going, scoop all the water out of the John boat. So we were scooping it out, keep checking if we're able to lift it. No, go back, start scooping out some more water. So we're sitting there having a good time, as much of a good time as we can doing this. So we finally get it to where we can lift it up. We get on the trailer hitch, we pull it off. Come to find out, of course, the trailer tires are flat. So we had to address that. So that was fine. We got all that done. And then towards the end, I we go fill up the tires, and me and my wife are leaving. She's following me in her van. And as we're going down the road, the license plate bracket on the trailer ends up just snapping, and that thing, I look back in my rear view and I just see it flapping in the wind. So my wife calls me. She's like, hey, yeah, I already know. I know. Thank you. So we pull over. She picks me up. We go back. And at this point, it's already 9:30, 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. So it's already dark. We're sitting here trying to look on the side of this major road, has cars going by the whole time. I thought it was going to be easy. I thought it was going to be right there, or someone was going to run it over and I'd hear it and I'd be fine. Nope, that's not how it worked out. We could not find that thing at all. Oh, also, I had just re registered the trailer and the boat. So that plate, I had just literally put the brand new registration sticker on it before we left my cousin's house with the boat. And that thing went flying, of course, with the license plate. Gone, bye bye. So, had to end up later on that week, had to go get a new license plate for it. So, of course, got that taken care of. But either way, that was the last disaster we had bringing it back home. So now that I have it home, I've stripped all the wood off of it. I'll try to, if I can, I'll insert pictures right about now. About now, so then you guys can see kind of what it looked like before and what it looks like after. And as you can see, after I've scraped all the paint off, I've taken all the wood off. It's pretty much stripped down to bare bones. I ended up getting a 4.5 horsepower outboard for it, a Mercury 2-stroke. I'm loving that thing, man. I've gone out on it a few times, and that thing is amazing, dude. It did much more than I thought it was gonna do, and I've never had an outboard before. I just had that little a little trolling motor. I don't even know what it was, but I had a little trolling motor on that John boat, and of course it just wasn't fun. So we got the outboard. That's fun. Stripped all the paint off of it. We're gonna do it's like a sand textured. It's called Desert Beige. It's called Desert Beige Rust-Oleum. I think it's the textured spray paint. But we're doing that because it has a little sand texture just to give it that little bit of grip so you're not sliding inside the boat and just to make it look like a beachy theme. And then on the outside, I'm really not too sure. I'm thinking to do some some type of blue, some nautical type of blue, aquatic blue, something like that, marine blue, something like that. But I don't know. We're still figuring it out on the outside. I'm gonna redo the wood on the seats, recarpet them as well. For the front, I think I'm just gonna keep it open. Really, I just like the extra space of having it open now that I have the outboard, so I can put the extra fuel tank in the front with the extra fuel. That's really what I'm thinking. I don't think I'm gonna do a deck or any other storage like that. I think I'm just gonna keep the Jumbo how it is, paint it, redo the seats, recarpet, and that's it. But like I said, I'm gonna try to add those photos in there so y'all have that. But either way, I appreciate y'all sticking around for this story time. Again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button. Your boy Rido is out here working for you flounders. So please show me the support, show me the love, hit the comment box, hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button. See, we're gonna keep that in. Cause we're real out here. And we getting it. Let's go. See you flounders. We out.